Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is going to be on the new Headhunter, Jolly Headhunter. Once again, this is another hero you can get out of the llamas right now. You don't have to do the quest line right now. The quest line right now is deactivated, but it should be back up soon. But this is something you can get with the tickets, the snowflake tickets. Maybe you've been saving up your snowflake tickets. Maybe you didn't buy the troll stash llamas they had, and now since they updated it, you get the snowflake llama. You get some of those new holiday weapons and new holiday heroes. Jolly Headhunter is one of them, and she is a reskin, but I don't mind. She's a reskin of Double Agent. Now, Double Agent was an event hero from the Blockbuster event or military event, however you want to call it. And we'll go through those perks right now. So if you're not familiar with Double Agent Evelyn or Double Agent Vaughn from that event, that's fine. We're going to go over what a Double Agent is right now. So let's review good old Jolly Headhunter. I love the look, the little Santa's helper look. She has that cool machete in the back, in her backpack. She has a nice little wreath and the bow. You know, I like the look. I love the look of the Christmas heroes. Let's get right down to it. Advanced tactics. Ranged weapon damage increased 10%. Health increased by 10%. Good. Now here we go. Double Agent. She's going to be using lefty and righty as her instead of going commando. And what lefty and righty is going to do is equip two pistols that fire 6 times per second, dealing 30,947 blah blah physical damage per shot for 10 seconds. Lefty and righty now applies debilitating shots as well. Bang and pow, dealing damage with lefty and righty causes an explosion that deals damage in a half a tile radius. Now that's pretty good, especially if you're trying to clear out a group of them really quick, like an encampment or whatever. She has debilitating shots as well, on top of lefty and righty doing debilitating shots. In a pinch, increase weapon reload speed by 35% if the magazine is empty. That's so no need to reload. Might as well just drain the whole clip. I know a lot of us shoot, kill, and then when we have a second we reload, but with her, it's best to just let the mag die. Let the magazine go down. Dual debilitation. Excuse me. Lefty and righty now applies debilitating shots. Now, that's kind of interesting because lefty and righty now applies debilitating shots. It was already in this description. So either way, I think it's just letting you know that that's how it stacks. Frag Grenade. She does do frag grenades, and she will have some perks to stack on that in just a second. We'll get to that. Lingering Pain is just an extra effect for debilitating shots. I like it a lot. It's just if you don't kill something, it's just causing way more damage if you're not killing it, like a Smasher or a Husky Husk. If you're not bringing it down in the first couple of shots, it's just going to keep doing crippling damage to it. Where's lefty? Eliminating enemies with pistols reduces the cooldown of lefty and righty by 1 second. I know when you say 1 second, that's not a lot, but it really is, man. When you're clearing out, a bunch of people with pistols, 1 second per enemy is really good. And here it is. If you're playing with friends, if you even put one bullet on an enemy, say I shot a Husky Husk or a Smasher and I didn't kill it, and they kill it, it still counts. So I mean, you just spraying you can be using a machine pistol or a single fire, you know, it doesn't matter. As long as you're getting a pistol bullet on the enemy before he dies, it's counting towards the cooldown. Her other perk, Grenade Generation. Every 20 kills with a ranged weapon grants 1 frag grenade. That's pretty good. I like that only because it just keeps... It's almost like Rucksack a little bit. You're going to get some back. It's not that you have an extra grenade, but you're going to get some back even quicker because you're supposed to be killing anyways to cool down your lefty and righty. Her third ability is Shockwave. That's going to be doing energy damage in a 1 tile radius. The last 2 perks, Cluster Bomb and Bang and Pow. So Cluster Bomb is going to release 6 cluster explosions around the impact site that will each do 25% of the original damage. Now that's really good. I like that, especially when you stack that with the Grenade generation of 20 kills with a ranged weapon. You know what I'm saying? You're throwing nades. She's going to be a good nade person. Her last one is Bang and Pow. Dealing damage with lefty and righty causes an explosion that deals energy damage. Now, that when I read all that, you got Shockwave, energy damage. You got Bang and Pow dealing energy damage. Grenades, you know. This is why I build her. This is what my build's going to be for her. And this, like I said, within every video, you probably hear me say it and you're probably sick of it. But this is my opinion, and this is how I do it. And some videos you will see me a lot of times use the Energize. And I only use the Energize specifically because it's just an overall thing. When you have something like lefty and righty dealing energy damage, and the shockwave dealing energy damage. It just speaks to me that 2 of the perks are doing energy damage already on her. 2 of the abilities are doing energy damage already. So you might as well increase energy damage. And if she's going to be a pistol specialist, that means that I'm going to be running nothing but energy pistols with her, because I'm going to let alone be doing energy damage with the pistols increased, energy damage from my shockwave and my lefty and righty increased. I'm also going to be using pistols, which is going to cool down lefty and righty pretty significantly. If I'm only killing with nothing but pistols, every kill is just contributing to reducing the cooldown of lefty and righty. And the last one is always a little different. You can always choose something else. You can choose the shockwave specialist. I know I've shown that for the Sergeant Winter video, and I've shown that in a couple of other videos, like the shockwave specialist and stuff like that, shock specialist. This one I think might be a little better because she has Jolly Headhunter has grenade abilities such as the cluster bombs, and she gets grenades back every 20 kills with anything, a ranged weapon ability, whatever, it doesn't matter. Every 20 kills you're gonna get a grenade back with cluster bombs. Now the reason I have Plasma Specialist Itza is because if you look at her bonus, Frag Grenades afflicts targets, dealing 8% extra energy damage every half second for 3 seconds. So what this is doing is, let alone is it stacking the energy damage on top of this, like this is energy damage. Now it turns your grenades into an energy damage dealing grenades. So that pretty much covers all 3 abilities. Lefty and righty is doing energy damage. Frag grenades are now going to be doing energy damage, and your shockwave is doing energy damage, which will contribute to why I have the energized for my support squad bonus. Also, your grenades are coming back faster because you're killing, and it has cluster bombs as well. So I felt like it was something to do instead of a shockwave, because she doesn't have anything else for her shockwave. Her shockwave is just shockwave, but she does have stuff to stack for frag grenade, and she has stuff to stack for lefty and righty. So this is what the setup I would normally run, and I will take you to a zone and show you how I run her. So yeah, guys, this is kind of me in a mission. This is how I run her. I was kind of doing encampments. I kind of farm encampments a lot, so it's kind of easy to show crowd control and what you can do. I know a lot of soldiers are mainly like for bosses, stuff like that, but they do crowd control really well. I found her, these are the pistols that I use in my belt real quick while I'm about to run. They all have different uses, some heavy hitting, some do different critical, some do just straight up damage, but either way, pistols with energy is where you're trying to go. I mean, you can always use a machine pistol. You know, the Vindertech Blazer is a really good machine pistol set to energy. It can be built really good. You can change the element on a lot of guns to energy if you really want for this build. But as you can see, that lefty and righty is really dangerous, man. That lefty and righty gets it done really quick. It's the energy that it's doing, blasting in half a tile. As well as the energy for the energized stacked on it. The pistol, it's just cooling it down. Just even these small ones, you just one bang them, you know, and it's over. The grenades, you can see those cluster bombs going off. She does have like some really good uses. This Headhunter double agent. There's times where, you know, obviously I'm playing in a level 100 encampment, and I'm kind of doing these things a little solo. Like I'm playing with FPS, but he's not really helping me at the moment. He's just doing his own thing real quick, letting me just run some stuff so I can test this character out and see how I like her. I never really played with the double agent back in the day when she did come out. I just put her in the collection book. I never leveled her up or anything, but I wanted to level this one up and do a review because there is some good uses for her. You can see that shockwave is really, really dirty. That shockwave just wipes a lot of them out, and the damage is really crucial with that energized stacking. The nades, you can throw grenades. They come back so quick. You really don't have to worry too much about the grenade recharge rate. Before you know it, before you even have a chance to look down, they're already back. Just shockwaving to clean up enemies, man, mainly. And then just kind of pick off the rest of them with your pistol. You don't really got to worry too much about a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them don't really have, other than the mist monsters. The mist monsters might get you, you know, the smashers, but you could take down a smasher really easy, especially if you have lefty and righty. But as you can see right here, I'm just lefty and righty is doing a lot of damage, let alone am I hitting them and exploding. It's just, the explosions around the enemy is what's awesome about it. It literally just demolishes everything that's next to the enemy as well when it hits with that energy stack. And then, you know, like I'm doing here, just throw some grenades. That clears out a little bit as well. But dude, yeah, she's not a bad hero, man. She's not. I would run her. I have no problems running her. Some people might have different opinions on her, a different way to set it up. I don't mind. You know, and like I said, you can always comment below. Definitely comment below if you feel like there's something better that you can run with her, or if you have any questions about the stack that I use. But even with this mist monster here, like I switch up to lefty and righty, and he just goes, and I still have so much left over for the lefty and righty. I even kind of take my time, maybe destroy some structures, stuff like that. And I do use Going Commando for that, clearing out buildings, and lefty and righty is great for that as well. There's no drop off there. But yeah, guys, that's kind of going to be like the rest of this video. It's kind of a short and sweet one on the Jolly Headhunter double agent build and how I run her. And, you know, when you run an agent or when you run some hero that is kind of specific to things like pistols, like this one, Jolly Headhunter, specific to pistols, everything depends on what kind of weapons you have as well, what kind of schematics, you know. If you don't have very good pistols or no pistols with energy, definitely change the build up. There's other things you can do. You can put a pistol critical hit damage. You can put up overall pistol damage with the Ranger Deadeye, you know, in the second slot. You can do a lot of different builds, but this is what I normally chose just because her abilities are all energy based, you know, and that's why I took her grenades the way I did. But like I said, I always stream on Twitch, man. Come hang out, come check it out. Maybe something for you, maybe not. We have a Discord as well where people, you know, great community in the Discord. You're able to find some really good help if I'm not around or some of the people that I play with aren't around. The Discord's someplace to be. So come check us out on Twitch. Maybe you want to join the Discord, hang out with us. We're building a great community around Fortnite. And that's going to be it for this. It's going to be the end of this video. I will see you in my next video.